Hybrid layer is one of the most asked question in dental exams. Here's what you need to know. Hybrid layer is nothing but it's an invisible glue between your dentine and composite. One thing you need to understand that your dental composite material doesn't just stick to your tooth the way you might imagine. And unlike amalgam, which is simply packed into the cavity and retained by mechanical retention, composite does not work the same way. So, before we begin, let's understand various steps in your composite restoration and various components which we use during composite restoration. So, first, of course, is your etching, which is done with 37% phosphoric acid. This is followed by application of your bonding agent, which is basically combination of your adhesive and primer. And on the top of your adhesive, finally your composite restoration will come. There are two major problems with composite bonding. The first problem is smear layer that basically block your dentinal tubules and interfere with the bonding. And the second problem is dentine itself, because dentine contains dentinal fluid, organic components, collagen fibers, and moisture. All of this makes bonding very difficult. The resin is the main component of composite, which is resin, and resin is highly hydrophobic. It hates water. So when you try to bond a hydrophobic material to a moist dentine surface, it doesn't work. And that's why we need a special bonding process called as hybridization. And hybrid layer basically acts like a bridge between your composite restoration and dentine. Now let's understand how this happens. So whenever we cut a cavity, an invisible layer called smear layer forms on the dentine surface. And in fact, it extends inside your dentinal tubules and forms smear plug. Now, this layer is basically made up of debris and bacteria, saliva, and tooth particles. And we absolutely don't want this layer because it blocks the dentinal tubules and do not allow your adhesive to go inside dentinal tubules and interfere with your bonding. So, how do we remove it? We need to remove smear layer by etching dentine with 37% phosphoric acid. Etching will remove the smear layer, smear plugs, it will open the dentinal tubules, and it will demineralize your superficial dentine. And when this superficial dentine gets demineralized, the collagen fiber network in your dentine becomes exposed. Now remember what we said earlier, that composite hates water. So now what do? We have to introduce a bonding system that has two personalities. One side is hydrophilic, meaning it loves water and can interact with moist dentine, and the other side is hydrophobic, which can bond with your composite material. Now, the material that does this job is called primer. Primer molecules are designed to love both water and resin. So the hydrophilic end of primer goes into the moist collagen network, while the hydrophobic end allows the adhesive and composite resin to bond to it. So after the primer infiltrates the collagen network, we apply the adhesive, which polymerizes and forms a strong resin bond. Then we finally place the composite restoration. Now, this zone where primer and adhesive infiltrate the collagen network is your hybrid layer. And this entire process is called as hybridization. Hybrid layer is extremely important because it creates a strong bond between dentine and composite. It prevents micro leakage and it also reduces post-op sensitivity. So remember this for your exams. Hybrid layer is nothing but resin infiltrating into demineralized dentine collagen. For complete exam-oriented notes on hybrid layer, check out the Ease Endo Telegram channel. Link is in the description.